All right, let's talk about money. We're about to blow up the single biggest myth out there, that your success is all about how much you make. Turns out, that's not the whole story. Not even close. It's really about how you manage what you've got. And we're going to break down a system that can totally change your financial future, starting right now.
I mean, think about it. When money comes up, what's the first question that pops into your head? Or that someone asks? How much do you make? Right? It's like this default yardstick we all use to measure success. But what if that entire way of measuring is just wrong? What if that one question is actually pointing all of us in the completely wrong direction?
Yeah, it's absolutely the wrong question. See, if your only goal is chasing a bigger paycheck, you're playing a losing game. It's a trap, really. It keeps people stuck on this financial treadmill, running faster and faster, but they never actually get anywhere. And it doesn't matter how much their income goes up.
Okay, so if how much do you make is the wrong question, then what's the right one? Well, the answer is all about shifting your focus. We need to stop looking at the money that just flows through our hands and start paying attention to the money that actually stays and grows.
And that brings us to the real metric, the number that actually matters, your net worth. Seriously, wealthy people, they don't obsess over their salary. They track this number. It's super simple, really. It's just the value of everything you own, your assets, minus everything you owe. This is the real scoreboard for financial success.
So why is focusing just on your income such a dangerous trap? Well, it comes down to this really fascinating principle called Parkinson's Law, and it basically says that our expenses will always rise to meet our income. Think about it. You get a raise, what happens next? You get a nicer car, maybe a bigger apartment. Your spending just expands to fill the space, and you end up feeling just as broke as you were before.
You know, this analogy just nails it. Imagine you're driving a bus that's supposed to have 4 wheels, but you're trying to drive it on just 1 wheel. What would that ride be like? It'd be slow, right? Bumpy, a constant struggle. You're just not going to get very far. Relying only on your income is exactly like that. To build any real momentum, you need all 4 wheels on the road.
All right, so let's get all 4 of those wheels on the road. The journey to building real net worth isn't about just one thing. It's a whole equation, and it has 4 absolutely essential parts.
So here they are, the 4 big factors. Number 1, you've got income. That's your starting point, obviously. Then comes savings. That's what you actually manage to keep from that income. Third, you have investments. This is how you make your savings work for you and start to grow. And then there's the 4th one, the one most people totally miss, simplification. This is the secret sauce. It's about consciously designing your life so you just need less to live on, which, trust me, puts everything else into overdrive.
Let's talk about the power of that last one, simplification. With a quick story about Sue. She sold a house, and instead of upgrading like most people would, she invested the profit and moved in with her sister for a bit. And get this, by the time she was 30, she was financially free. Not because she had some crazy high-paying job, but because she figured out how to scale back.
And that brings us to the absolute heart of the matter. It's not about the amount of money you have. It's all about the habits you build around it. Your financial success is determined by how well you manage your money, not how much of it you earn. Period.
Okay, let me paint you a picture, a really simple one. Imagine you're with a 5-year-old kid, and they've got a single scoop of ice cream. They're super happy, and then, splat. It falls right on the pavement. Tears start welling up. What do? Do you go back to the counter and buy them a massive 3-scoop cone? Of course you don't, right? That would just be a bigger, stickier mess waiting to happen. The kid couldn't even handle 1 scoop, so giving them 3 would be a total disaster. Well, it seems like the universe, or life, whatever you want to call it, kind of works the same way with money. It has this rule. Until you show you can handle what you've got, you won't get any more.
This right here, this is the fundamental mindset shift. Most people are stuck in the trap of thinking, when I finally have plenty of money, then I'll start managing it. But the truth, the way wealthy people think, is the complete opposite. When I begin to manage what I have, I'll have plenty of money. The habit has to come first.
Okay, so if management is the secret, how do you actually do it? It's one thing to talk about it, but another to put it into practice. So let's dive into a simple, practical system that literally anyone can start using today to build this habit without even thinking about it.
It's called the 6-account system, or sometimes the jar system. It's brilliant. Every single dollar that comes into your life gets divided up according to these percentages into different jars or, separate bank accounts. It's a perfectly balanced plan for your money that makes sure you cover all your bases, from bills and investing, all the way to having fun. And each account has a very specific job. Your financial freedom account, that's like your golden goose. You feed it,
You grow it, but you never spend the original money. You only invest it. And then, check this out, the play account. This is the fun part. You have to spend all the money in this account every single month on something that makes you feel good. It's about nurturing yourself. That balance is exactly what makes the whole system work long term.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but I'm broke. I don't have enough money to manage. Well, let me tell you about Emma. She started her journey with this exact amount, just $1.
That's right, $1 single. She literally divided it up, 10 cents into her financial freedom account, 10 cents into her play account, and so on. See, it was never about the amount. It was about building the habit. And because she stuck with that habit, she completely turned things around, got out of debt, and is now on the path to being financially free.
Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's not just about managing money for the sake of it. It's about making your money start to work for you so that one day you don't have to.
And here it is, the simple definition of financial freedom. It's the ability to live the lifestyle you want without having to work for it. The goal is simple. Your passive income, that's the money you make while you sleep, needs to be greater than your expenses. When that happens, you've won the game.
So how do you get there? Well, there are two main roads you can take. First, you can have your money work for you, through investments like stocks and bonds. Or you can have a business work for you. Things like rental properties, royalties from a book, businesses with systems that run without you. Both roads lead to the same place.
This is the final core mindset shift you need to make. Think of every dollar you have as a seed. Poor people take that seed and they eat it. They spend it. But rich people, they take that seed and they plant it so it can grow into 100 more seeds. They see their dollars as little investment soldiers, all on a mission to win their freedom.
You know, it all boils down to this one powerful truth. There is no middle ground with money. Either you control it or it will control you. And to control your money, you absolutely must manage it.
So, this isn't about waiting for some big windfall or until you have enough. It's about starting right now with whatever you have. So the question I want to leave you with is really simple and really direct. What is the very first dollar that you are going to start managing today?